I remember when I was a kid, I would go to the classroom library and I would just scour through any book that I could get my hands on. I didn't do it for any academic success. I just read them because I was solely curious on what I was reading about. I wanted to satiate my curiosity. And perhaps you too were the same. You would read books on dinosaurs, the galaxies, and about life as a whole, biology as a whole, the plants, the animals. But over time, that curiosity of yours waned, and so did mine. Over time, I stopped learning. Instead, I just studied for the sake of getting better grades. I didn't care about learning new things, and that was a missing hole for me for years. But I'm going to show you how I was able to get back that curiosity and how you can also do the same to ultimately become that modern Renaissance man and to become a modern day polymath. Let's begin. It all starts with an inner quality. All the modern Renaissance men, all the polymaths of old, all had one important quality that they all shared, and that was curiosity. And it's the same quality that we all had as a kid. Newton wanted to understand the world around him. He wanted to get the truth, and that was his curiosity. That's what led him to study how the planets work, how physics works, and how the laws of motion work. He was curious. And in order to become a modern day polymath, you need to get that curiosity back. And to do that, learn and read things that naturally you're interested about. If you're interested about writing, reading, or even art, go into those subjects. Go into cognitive psychology. Go into neuroscience. Go into physics. Find things that you're curious about. And over time, you'll stick to one thing, or you'll stick to a multitude of things that you are truly curious about. It all starts from going wide. This quote by James Clear has always stuck by me. To learn, wander. To achieve, focus. And that's ultimately the framework you need to do, you need to apply to your life in order to get that curiosity back, that will ultimately fuel you towards your polymathic journey. So in order to become a polymath, you need to take that leap of faith. You need to first wander around. You need to risk being lost in the storm of information. That means studying a wide variety of subjects, finding things that are uniquely curious to you, and things that you truly love doing. In order to do that, you must wander. You must learn multiple things at once. Find something that you're interested about. Read things that you're interested about. And then ultimately, you can cut out the noise and select a few that you're truly curious about. It is then you must take the next step. If you only wander, if you only scour the internet, what ends up happening is that you become a encyclopedia. And that's not what we want. In order to become a polymath, we need true understanding, true knowledge. And that comes by focus. It's not enough to just learn the encyclopedia. It's not enough to learn everything, because that is impossible. What you must do is master the basics. Find the things that you're curious about, cut out the noise, and focus. Use deliberate practice and deep work sessions to study the things that are uniquely curious to you. If that's cognitive psychology, read a book about a cognitive psychology research, study them, and then from there, gather deeper insights on that field. In order to become a polymath, you need to have curiosity and then study the things that you are genuinely curious about. And then there is a final step that once you do it, you'll be able to achieve mastery a whole lot more quicker. And that is Writing. Upon my study of multiple polymaths, I've realized that writing is truly the foundation of them all. We all know Da Vinci's famous notebook. We also know Newton's masterpiece, the Principia. And we also know Aristotle's plethora of works and his writings. Writing is the cornerpiece of every polymath. And the reason why it works is because in order to know and understand something truly well, you need to turn the strings, the cobweb of information that's in your mind into a straight and narrow road. A road that can be well articulated into a form of a writing, a video, or a podcast. Once you can turn that cobweb into a narrow road, a road that can be well traversed by others, that is when true understanding occurs. And the tool in order to do that is writing. Writing allows you to articulate your point that's in your mind into a well set of works. Writing is how you'll be able to articulate it so that others can understand you. And it's also how you can share your information to others, which will also help you to understand what you are studying about. So if you're trying to become a polymath, start with curiosity. Wander around the place. Go around the fabric of reality and find out what you're genuinely curious about. Then focus. Find out the things that you are genuinely curious about. Cut out the rest and focus on a select few. Study them and study them well. Then, in order to gain true understanding, write. Write essays, video essays, and keep on writing. From that, you'll be able to become a polymath and a modern day Renaissance man. If you're willing to take that leap of faith, you have no limits. See you next time.